Ambassador Khan, Excellencies, distinguished guests, good evening. Welcome to the Ronald Reagan Building and International Trade Center. We're glad to have Ambassador Khan here in the building with us today and pleased to have an opportunity to collaborate with his mission.
Welcome to this ambassador series for the Ambassador of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan to the United States, Dr. Asad Majeed Khan, who is a career Foreign Service officer from Pakistan. He presented his credentials on January the 11th, 2019 to President Trump. You've been here about a year, or not quite. How do you see Pakistan's role here in the United States? What do you hope to accomplish in your tenure as ambassador here? Let me start with that.
Became an independent country in 1947, and ever since it's been a partnership that has contributed a lot whenever and wherever we have worked together in promoting peace, stability in the region and beyond. So coming here was, of course, very exciting for me personally and challenging professionally because there never is a dull moment, in our bilateral relationship. So I come here with the determination to basically create an environment of trust and confidence between our two countries.
I mean, the United Nations, I mentioned you as having some connections or history, when you worked there. How do you see that organization developing in the future? Where do you see it now in the world? Is it in a good place, a bad place? How would you where would you place the UN right now?
UN and other multilateral bodies have a number of roles to perform, One of the most critical one is the norm-setting role, in terms of drawing up the rules that all countries and nations agree to play by.
Yeah.
The primary one, and I left it for the last, is, of course, the role that UN has to promote peace and stability. The one that's UN security, to let everyone play by the rules and let right be the might and not might being right. So due process, rule of law is something that, and that's the beauty of, I think, multilateralism, where you cede your authority, you cede your sovereignty for the sake of reaching that common ground and common point.
What are the kind of major industries that Pakistan wants to grow into? How do you sell yourself? What areas do you want to get into or already are?
Pakistan has so much to offer. And then that's why we are very keen to see peace within and peace around us, because we feel that our development potential has been seriously undermined because of the conflict taking place around us and because of the instability that has basically simmered into our body politic also.
The region of Kashmir, it has been this, it's had, 4 wars in the last 50 or so years that have been fought over it between you and India, and it remains tense to this day. If I've read up correctly, it's not an area I know a lot about. India claims it just as a part of their country, and you claim it through a treaty. How is that going? Where is it going? And how is it going to be resolved, or is it?
Every single piece of paper that India and Pakistan have bilaterally agreed to over the last 70 years also recognizes Kashmir as a disputed territory. And it clearly says that the status quo would not be altered unilaterally, even the last one, the similar agreement. You can't basically impose your will on the people of a region and they seek their self-determination. It may take long, But I think that struggle would continue, and India will have to basically accommodate their right of self-determination.
Thank you. I want to thank you, Ambassador, for coming in and speaking so candidly and honestly about your country and how you see it in the world. We really appreciate that. So thank you. Let's give the Ambassador a round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you very much for it.